I came with a delegation of dozens of UN ambassadors to Israel to see, to feel our connection to the land. We traveled in the city of David, in the old city of Jerusalem, Yad Vashem. When they come here, the ambassadors, they understand the real story of Israel. They understand the connection of Christianity to Israel, not only Judaism. It is very effective, Yoni. I can see the way they come back to New York, and we see that they are changing the voting patterns even at the UN.
Yeah, we've been following these activities for years with you bringing them, talking to them, explaining, and you're really talking about results at this point?
Absolutely. We see the results in votes. We see the results in promoting bilateral relations like we are doing in Central America and other areas around the world. And I'm optimistic about our place in the UN.
Now, another thing you're promoting these days is the issue of Jewish refugees from Arab states. Tell us about that.
We speak a lot, maybe too much, about the Palestinian refugees at the UN. It is about time to speak about the Jewish refugees who fled Arab countries, more than 1 million Jewish refugees. It is about time that we will correct what happened and that the UN will recognize the Jewish refugees who left everything behind overnight, had to flee and leave their homes, their communities, the synagogues. Some of those communities existed for 2,500 years. We have to speak about it. That's why I presented to the General Assembly a resolution that will recognize the Jewish refugees. I refer to them the forgotten Jewish refugees.
Is it just a declaration, or do you think there's practical results to a declaration like that?
At this stage, we don't expect to get compensation. We don't want the UN to observe the Jewish refugees. We actually accepted them. When my father, Alav Shalom, came from Egypt, he came and he became part of the society, like hundreds of thousands of Jews who came from Arab countries. But we do ask for recognition, and maybe one day when we will have an agreement in the region, we will be able to bring up this issue in the bilateral agreements.
Let's end with this very nice ceremony that's happening here today for the president of Guatemala, a good friend of Israel, a real true friend.
President Yamatei is a dear friend of mine, dear friend of the state of Israel, and the fact that he came here and to speak so directly about what he wants to do with us, it's overwhelming, and I'm sure he will be a friend that will open the door to us for other countries in Central America.